Hello, Transurfers and the Transurfing Curious. I am Renee Garcia, and this is TransurfingTV, the only official YouTube channel for Reality Transurfing that is endorsed by Vadim Zeland himself, the author and creator of Reality Transurfing. So today, one of our 78 days of practical transurfing lessons. Ooh, I'm beginning to love these. I can see exactly why he did them in the order that he did. It's like one step to the next, to the next, to the next, and I am just absolutely falling in love. And I have quite a confession to make. I didn't do this book before I decided to do this series. So I'm actually learning right along with everyone here. If you have an opportunity to get this, I definitely would. It's a nice book to have. But you can just follow along with us too. That's more than sufficient. And again, these are Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if you've missed any of the prior ones, please go back. We have them categorized, so you can just go right into that folder and they're all there. So cool. Today, day 9, the sigh of relief. I personally love this lesson. This lesson for me has been huge. I've never really been one to collect things, even, like material things, but like collect hobbies that I want to do or books that I want to read or other things that I feel that, just when the time is right, I'll get to that. So for the most part, I'm pretty minimalist in my approach to life, not only with my home, but what I clutter my mind with as well. And the way that I look at it is this: if I see a book and I decide I want to read it, I buy it, I read it, and then I get rid of it. I do not put it up on the shelf for a later read. If I get an idea for a hobby, I was into pour painting for a while. I got all this stuff and I jumped right into it and I satisfied myself, and now it's out of my system. But I don't have a lot of stuff laying around that's going to sort of keep my mind in a place where I feel like I'm just constantly, when I get to this, or when I get to that, or someday I'll get to this. So this is exactly what Vadim is referring to in this lesson. And the reason that it's powerful is because if we can get rid of some of that clutter, it frees our minds up energetically to go after more of what it is we really, really do want. Because let's face it, that hobby that's sitting in your office right now that you haven't touched for 2 months, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it, but you feel obligated to keep it there because you paid money for it or whatever, and you just say, someday I'll get to it, but you keep piling those in and piling those in and piling those in. Eventually you will label yourself a procrastinator or somebody not capable of getting things done. So it just kind of causes your frequency to struggle and suffer and go down a little, and at the same time it shows your mirror that you aren't getting stuff done. So get rid of all that crap and then go after the few things that you know are going to really bring you success and satisfaction and joy. So I will get right into it, the statement, the interpretation, and then I have a few questions for y'all. So the sigh of relief. Statement. Generally, transurfing is not possible without a sufficient level of energy. Usually, most of the human energy is directed towards many unrealized plans. The goal activates the energy of intention, but only if it is realized rather than hanging in space. It is necessary to either dispose part of the potential intentions or to begin to realize them. Relax and give yourself more freedom. Make a list of restrictions that suppress you and throw them away from your shoulders. Reserves from the energy of intention will be immediately freed, which will enable you to move on. Okay, this is Vadim Zeland's interpretation. Many people go through life burdened by all sorts of obligations, unfinished works, strict conditions, plans, and multiple objectives. Identify and let go of what suppresses you today. You can cancel many of those dumbbells without regret. What's the use when you cannot fulfill them? For example, I should be better than everyone. I will prove to everyone how much I am worth. I have to win, otherwise I won't respect myself. I can't afford to make mistakes. I will quit smoking. I will learn a foreign language. And generally, from Monday, I will start a new life, and so on. Anything which is infinitely postponed, like the above examples, is a useless load that takes your energy. You need to either achieve it or throw it away because it takes your energy, and wasteful energy in vain. It is absolutely just silly. Or maybe you carry some great weight of which you wanted to get rid but cannot decide. Imagine how light you will feel when you throw it away. Try it today. Okay, so, oh my God, I absolutely love this. I love this so much. And if I could give everyone that's following me and listening to me one really, really solid word of advice, is anything that you are doing right now, or rather that you are not doing, that is in your reality. Let's say you do want to quit smoking. Let's say you do want to get to the gym. Let's say you do want to clean up your house, or you do want to start creating something artistically that you have plans to do something with and sell, or you want to start your own business but you need to build a website, but it's all just sort of ambiguous and off in the distance and all that stuff. Start doing it today, or get rid of it and completely put it out of your mind. Because if you can put it out of your mind, what happens is you start to relax. And when you do relax, when you are in a state of relaxation, rather than, oh my God, my world's so overwhelming and there's so many things around me that I need to do and accomplish and this and that. When you're in that state, it's very challenging for you to see outer intention bringing you things via the alternatives flow. So declutterize, literally get rid of stuff, physical material in your reality. Get rid of ideas that you've never jumped on. Get rid of things that you want to do for yourself but you haven't yet started. You will see ultimately outer intention give you a sign when the time is absolutely right. It will ignite your heart and soul and say, okay, so now's the time. This is what happened to me with quitting smoking cigarettes. For the longest time, I carried this weight of wanting to stop, and it wasn't until something happened that I just knew it was the right time. But I kind of had to just relax and accept it. I sort of accepted that I was a smoker until I saw this bit of evidence that my mind and heart just really agreed on, and then I could jump into action and do the thing. And now it doesn't burden me, but I actually had to do the thing, right? So today, what can you get rid of physically, mentally, with tasks that you seem burdening your reality? Do you have some jobs at home that need to be fixed? Your house needs fixed in certain ways. Call somebody, get the stuff done. Do you have something that you want to write? Start writing it today, or forget about it. Now, it doesn't mean completely throwing it out. You don't want to burn bridges or get rid of things permanently, but for right now, it's off the table until later when you get a sign via outer intention that it is in fact the time to move on the thing. So what can you finally start today? What are you waiting to start, and why are you waiting to start it? And how can you go after starting, actually physically starting that thing today? Make your list. Like Vadim Zeland says in here, make a list of restrictions that suppress you. What's piling up at home? What's cluttering your home and cluttering your mind? Make a list and start getting rid of shit, right? Reality transurfing is so cool because in the past, I felt every time I embarked on something new, it always seemed like it was more. Okay, you got to buy this now, and oh, you got to adopt this philosophy, and there's more things that you got to study and you got to do, and then you got to meditate. No, you got to go do this, and now you got to do this, and now it's like reality transurfing. I feel is like a minimalist housekeeper that comes in and just helps me start getting rid of shit. So again, what can you get rid of today? What can you finally start today and make your list today? And then on day 10, the relief. So sigh of relief, and then the next one is the relief. And we will go into the benefits of what it is that we just did and what happens afterwards. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please tune into the next. Please tune into the ones previous to this if you have not yet watched them. We are on day 9, but there are 8 more behind you. And of course, comment, like, and ask questions. Bye, guys.